2 more minutes to the top of the hour 3. You are still here with me, live on Abofo Radio and then on TV. Now, and my special guest, Mr. Shaker. Last week, he shook the studios. And that's so over shaky. Now, last week in the past tense, you shuku. And no obey shukunin. And dear, Becca Wassam. You know, maybe so. Social media Ghana for a boy pa. And I say a chichiri abudium. Now, social media, platform be a nipa identity Ghana for young quadia. Nipa do duona issues on social media. What is really happening? And everybody who come on. But before I do, Mami Cow said, Carter's Life Organic Shop. I say, oh, what I say, boost to immune system. Senior Baya. Yare Emfa no move. You know, life must be lived and enjoyed to the fullest. It is our person who kidneys who buy, a person who liver who buy. In fact, so a poem with the ones who help. And Carter's Life Organic Shop and to Abasakomo. Or herbal medicine, dear, that you can think of. Dr. Trade Roman Sekona Kotra and Cod Drugstore Biakeke. Love and my we are Ghana and Yawotia. He said, Drone say herbal medicine in Quadia. Say natural herbal medicine, dear. Love and my Carter's Life Organic Shop. Or powders are hood or seeds are hood. That is blood pressure. Echo high. We will be at home. Ayo basabasa. So any Carter's Life Organic Shop and to Basakumu. Senior Beya. Ulakaya ube seni peduane de against Yarwa. Carter's Life Organic Shop. Aye Juma debia and the Saturday or ye Juma. Do Medina Atomic Junction. Equina Echo Presby Primary. Maybe Ankani Vodafone office in war. Taxi rank whope. Who do know when you see on Tanta Fred 0240-919-418 and now 0240-101-419. Little George Health Shop. Little George Health Shop. Uncle Michecha I no pay what poem today. And there's Saturday, but me who say why a busy pa. Thomas, Tommy, a poem today. Bishop said, "Who tear me and answer will show me." Now say, "Who do Tema Community 5 main station where?" Now I said, "Yeah, Uben Guinness Depot." Yeah. Little George Health Shop. And I feel Uber PV or being runabout. That is in between the PV or being runabout and the Presbyterian Church as well. Or sounds so shemu. The babies I say, Obafopa, I don't know what to do. Little as I'm saying. Little George say, or no ankasa or a testimony. Obia who Little George physically done only the me patch. Little George Health Shop. Or say, if we are saying ya we here. A chain bibia we are say a pomade. And you also make country say brana beji powders are who don't be. Nina herbal, organic medicine, in raw, natural, and I found for my son so I can one day. Our almond nuts, sesame seeds, seeds in the Mikasa Mibubonia, dear Betchy. The son was special vinegar. Now, say, Utiamia, also make country say. Our tea, I would win in Abbey. Latina, a bow, Mani Peduana, F fight, and Yarwabia, a cum. Little George Health Shop here Juma Debia. And the Saturday Amenoka say Ojinem why very busy. This is our Dr. Trade Roma Sekona Kota. For we need Little George Health Shop. Na sure ye. Na kona kwa jodi. Entama Community 5 in between the PV runabout and the Presbyterian Church. Community 5 main station where friend was 0243 140 213 and now 0303 224 981. Little George Health Shop. Apo mudemapa ni fia ankasana no. And your topic I discuss here, is it right for an artist to be affiliated to a political party in Ghana now? Said the situation is here. Who said last meet wakwa kosra okomfo kwa there? I don't get money like that. Okosra no so won bia opese komfo kwa there ele verse. It is a komfo kwa there le verse e wo so. Na who say encrophobia air criticize say omo kan sem bi. Let me be sir, what is wrong with it? And you better who come on. Lady Camilla, that MPP lady now. Oh no, what did your man Penia temp church and Adria your chin on anu year? I are jailing 1 year. Who some P your baby drag? Obisi or your scapegoat. Coca, one of them. One of the guys are Omukasa, Emma, NPP. Coca, one of them. Fanti comedy can be. And also some other guys. They are all there. Now, as I speak, Ketechia Free Fire. Ketechia Free Fire channel. Now, so chia ya channel no. Or send home for no or hospital. As I speak, Coca, also ya channel. Also send home for no. As I speak, also or the hospital. But being at the hospital does not mean, sir, as someone you castle, here they are, Becca once. And a bedding come after internet and social media, in Ghana for you. Is it helping us or it is killing us? I don't get money like Ibrahim Bahama. Kakrami wanna match your order. Highly spiritual. Yeah, Kwabra. We a remix version. I think this is the third one or the second one. Yeah. Let me introduce my guest. My guest is seated right in front of me. Mr. Shaker. Shaker na pomo today.
We are doing my work.
We are on zero kum. When we say, we want fanti mums, won't fanti.
Oh, me fanti make up. I can fanti.
Wow, but I can't no balance. Yes, so bank crapper by force. No, I got you. And I don't make us so baby. Some say, Brown, Pacho, yes, the Miana. Fantinio. Obi make a fantino.
I know because yes,
and crying chino. I destroy me because I know that sometimes uni obi kasa na udwini ni pakro no ho a o kasa o pese ni pantiase. So sometimes utimi o pese o sound to say ni pano. Onim say o no na wo imitate no. No mo be say say utwi. Onim say wo part. Charlie, how was your week?
Oh, Ras. And it was quite, hectic. Because ejuma dosu.
Yeah.
Ejuma dosu. But yeah, then I say unfu dosu oye ni nyina.
Yes.
They are good. We are poised for an answer this weekend. So.
Wow. Now, and someone in them, in fact, I should share so power. Who say social media by Ghana for a boy in general, especially the youth.
Oh, Russ. Honestly. It's uncommon way, you can see dear but all in all, the positives, clearly outweighs negatives.
Okay.
Sebi say insio kra no onum bro so abuse na insio kra na abuse insio mpo onum ni bebre a sebi we futu me share ma adwon so by heart. You know.
Emma wonder and then I order na adwon so do no aso.
So bibia o ho ye no sebi ye say mrebo bia no ya na abonwuma tare ho. Nti kwan a obefa so a obe say bonyuma ne free mrebo no ho no no na hu hia for me as but nyese whether monyuma ne hu hia na say mrebo no ne yepe bonyuma ne betare ho but nye no ne yepe it you know for me I think say in terms of positive you can say list be I mean now yen hwe yan yeton ade kanena say obi ni shop kran so ton ade ema or ton ura TikTok so mo ton man ye we be say na shop grow ni oni bibia wo so a lot of these things are youth you know unless we now say we lazy but even now these content creators you know many idea creating content now some people are now employed I mean gainfully employed because of social media no many idea so for me the positives you know clearly outweighs negatives it doesn't mean that there are no negatives there are serious negatives associated with social media. It is worth discussing but the discussion should not be geared towards at least the thinking thinking say discard social media because
yes. All right, and we're going to talk about three things, three topics. Yebisa say anyum to for Ghana no is it right we should say na Ghana pempenso ye do any understanding about politics any even entertainment. Do you think say a right say anyum tuni then who beba ko folly a political party ma onam ho a yes CPP ni o because me who ni say political parties no the party no a omo ho no eno so ye adwuma because there was secretary ni ade ade wo ana nyom to ni acting ni ade eno so ye adwuma nti no is it proper say an artist obetimi entertain obia no say me NDC ni me MPP ni it is like he's working for them. Do you think it is correct?
Russ nidi kan no before obi be musician no or Ghana ni and obi or Ghana ni bia no we have a fundamental human rights enjoy as citizens. The musician is no different. Obi or musician or any other person who belongs to the creative industry, you know, onye different from the normal everyday. So then because okay, any identity obi nso ye banker and say yes or your politics. Maame na say be oton banku no nso. Say enye say ono so your politics because say be na dua enye ndisi fo nkwa na ebeto. Obi a ono so yes ofo ana obi a ebia oye ejuma bi mechanic bi memo ono so nkwa your politics and am say but I'm just trying to say everyone has the right to belong to an association. It is fundamental, constitutionally guaranteed. The idea of constitution say we have the freedom of expression. Express through politics. So that should be the fundamental thing. But the point as to whether a right and I say any right, you know. And
okay, let me differentiate. Let's see the difference between right and correct. Right and correct, are they the same? The word right and it's correct.
It depends on how I
okay.
But because your idea be it might be right, but it may not be it may not be correct at a particular time.
It's not just that they are kind of from the beginning, right? To say individuals, I mean the artist or no right to associate himself
exactly
with a political party.
Yes.
Okay, maybe question here: is it correct?
Exactly the point. So I don't think I'm gonna say ye sa part na ye na ye to me say obi ko ye politics onye bone.
Okay.
Oye ono na senior we have the right to freedom of speech no we also have the right to association. Nti ne o pese o de ho dom no eno dey all right.
Okay.
But now yen hwe whether say correct exactly looking at the situation and looking at the political context now Ghana woman whether it is correct now that is also another matter the correctness of enunina will depend on how our ocean yema. So, for instance, then Ebema would be a bit skeptical about, and as an artist, I am skeptical about joining a political party, and I say openly declaring a support for a political party.
Okay.
First and foremost, Oko joining who say you risk alienating fans, as in check fans in him. Why? Because Ghana serve artists serve political parties now more fans,
Yeah.
So now serve political parties fans, Sebi what the others, how do you expect them to now look at a year? Sebi,
even you,
how are they going to look at wo?
Yeah.
Do you get it? Because
and I know say every artist he has support from the fans.
Exactly.
They are not just following you; they are supporting you.
They are supporting Adena Oye,
Yeah.
But that notwithstanding, we are also expecting say at least our citizens, should have grown to that extent to say, say artists, near my oil and the artistic, things now all So if the artistic display or done
the craft, yeah,
and should not be viewed through political lens.
Okay.
Unless sometimes there is subtle politics. Don't forget, say years ago, even not just years ago, in most of countries I would draw now there was dictatorship, bad governance, Yeah, artists, through their music, their poems, and through their poems, through their storylines, and all those, they criticize society.
Yeah.
And to poem, and even comedy, be satirical. What they were doing is say, but I said no what. Omo enacti bibia esi wo man ni mu no mo dey play bi and a drama trying to criticize sa situation no. Into the creative arts na ngazangasan a tool ya dey address issues including politics.
Okay.
Into no so do hu kodon sa na hu ni say nkrofo amoye intellectually sound will be viewing every aspect of your creative life to see whether indeed you are only satisfying fan and now say politics.
Okay.
Enti ubekaya sako de bonyum
Nana Twaso feature
Kwame Eugene Nana Twaso no that has become an issue and asem Emma now
and that's still right
still, yes because now NDC4 a lot of the NDC full soldiers still take sako de on for and no kind. In fact, before then, NDC time, now we can about there were a number of songs or boy do so near there.
Yes.
And that was to send a political message. Say Ghana for bread. Now about I said tables standing and people were expecting say send ya and I don't know anka this session anka yenisa and for expectations. I say ambem.
Yeah.
So then people will now see him say, oh, wait there or a partisan person. Who say there's a difference between being political and being partisan.
Yeah.
You get into and you know boy and was a political party. But sir Nana Twasono would make it a bit partisan because you are not addressing the issue, you are throwing your support against for someone as against another person's interest. So then that becomes an issue. And it's for me, as to whether I right or not, and I say correct or not, it depends.
Okay.
It depends on who artist, Baby, you think say, and I say the audience you want to communicate to. Why am I and person communicate to? Say, who dear say, say, ye tie unyum no na ye digi ani, and hon then for me. You have the right. The Bible says, "Obi biya hon kwan so fata." But say, say, we are political. So now the political songs and now you find for instance A+. Okay, those times Miss Russo na make you and those were political songs. And they say, "Biya the say you overthrow and you to critique the follies of society." Say be near my koso ewo omemu a enkoso no. And I would the onyom no say. Or they criticize it, then for me, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. In fact, even if it is to push a partisan agenda, there is nothing wrong with it. But there are repercussions.
Yeah.
In America, say one share fan base in check because people are expecting you to be neutral. But you see how you're neutral, then a bear accept. And sometimes, in fact, there are also career implications.
Yeah.
For instance, Nansenya Oshame Kwame.
Yeah.
Say he signed a deal with a government department. Which one though? But say Okoko signed a deal be with government, one of the government agencies. And this phone engineer will say why? Because Oshame is perceived to say MPP. And why would he now come in and have this?
Wow.
In fact, Stoneboy has suffered something similar.
Yes. Victory party
the
now.
Victory party say, we who now Odi Gabi Numune Kahone Samira Baumiamu na Odi Omechi after their buyer. So there are repercussions, there are consequences. All the who Koshima. So then before you even take that stance, go through discussion with yourself and your management. Say, are you willing to take up the consequences that are associated with the partisan nature of the Ghanaian politics? It's so extreme. Say there is no middle grounds. They say the Oka and BBC ya. Kwanya be fast we pin to aside afano afaba ko na be pin watum. So ye we nyina na wadwen. Say you have the right to do so. But as to whether it is correct, it depends on you.
All right.
Wono any senior or person who there's any career, but there are consequences and be ready to face them.
Wow. Someone, because me from where I sit, me who say Ghana politics muno. I mean NDC MPP ni den no. Yes because enkrofo bebre ya attacking enkrofo bebre because one feels to say that person belongs to party A and I belong to party B. To say example see I will say to it mean who be some me who say now senior yes certain senate e Ghana no we artist na we will name them NDC name MPP ni a me feel say wow because
exactly na make us say as to whether correct it depends on the artist. So for instance an artist be we do in pompon so be or no feel say at this stage there for me my do level be I may not directly be involved in active music no honkeka ho ebi obeye ba ku mienu bi but ebi onye actively na say o say oye politics e wo mu say oye we nu mum but in so ben enya wo ne career so because already ebi oye established for me ankanya ade anka yes so that is sa okoye politics na ye dey tata wo no but senior okan the Ghanaian citizen no the ordinary Ghanaian citizen ye drew sa we na ye accept say democracy say net here to the extent to say obi koye politics we will separate nipa from the craft now and then enjoy the craft instead of enjoying and I say associating the craft and even the craft with politics. So we should get to be near two citizens and so forth. Say yes, of course they have the right to do
you think sir media no major role to play?
The media obviously would have a role to play. Why? Because the media is to educate.
Meanwhile, artists, some of them are even saying say they don't need the media.
Sir,
traditional media, especially the traditional media.
Exactly, the media will not necessarily be traditional media.
Okay, social.
But even traditional media, say you, and I say even media, I hear now bet me. I can say be orientation. You can't say name here. Can't say mama in conform football and go. Say you go see. Exactly. You see ya to afire. I did change and the same place now. A bit too so good.
Even that time cry ye muno.
Exactly. So it is really not about media, and I said the media has been saying these things over and over again, but your orientation, your dream, we need a total overhaul of our thinking. Nima we be see mental slavery. We should emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. Exactly. So it's for me, it is not just about media and education. Of course, I can, but also renewal of our minds. I can say, oh, you just to say, "Sakwa de bonyum na." See na see this young fansa whether sa ko de kujina campaign so na obo you whether wan kujina campaign so na obo you
it is the young we are talking about
na ye ka ho asem young fansa and young ka say sa ko de edi nanado echi ana say sa ko de edi mahama echi enti no sa de a ene ne nyom no azonto no de kura farm omo kura ye farm omo ana wo de obu afu because
that's it. We say at this point, Ghana for I say you need to yet. No, I'm not afraid of. As far becoming slow. No. I just say you are not matured.
No. Say an American. We are not matured in terms of our politicking.
Yes, that's what exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so in terms of our politicking, because some of these societies have been practicing democracy for over 200 years and this 1992 or 93 basically me sure say we are about 30 years or so so only to two ebinuma we endure but it doesn't also mean to say I see you trying to do 200 years because we cannot reinvent the wheel
because even in settings you know tools be brave
exactly am I fast to adopt some of these things we don't need to reinvent the wheel and train 200 years and so there be templates you know we should just use it so for me and how many democracy nenya about one go sometimes go phone say democracy nenya say to aba na makoto aba no no your ability to know say someone has a particular right and that our right na nipa na exercise no you tolerate our right that for me that is even the most fundamental part of democracy
we have to be tolerant
tolerance say we tolerate nipa na de na oye no because also say so who tolerate me dey na me tolerate wo dey it talk be am you better
you have to allow each and everyone to exercise their right
on only right no yes na o ti say we no right no aye even if I may disagree with ade na o ye no and as ade na o ka no so far as enya de kutia mra no
okay
me ne nya adwen eno ano no nti but waka na adwen oh me so maka ma adwen then we move on but say after obeka wadwen ewie na echire no and as obe express hu ewie na echire no I say a tiny honky kahun, that is where the problem is.
With him, this guy, a friend of Pasco Abrantier, or your MPP, ni, or a short guy be. Me who say, or told you, man, do, see watch it, but time or DG or Ghana ha, you who say Pasco no. Now, oh yeah. 2020, na. Oh yeah, sir, ebinum so kroma to nyoma, but political songs na moment breakthrough. Yeah. So akoye obo e friend say or the ajamba or someone jamba not na be obo NDC ono ya NDC so obo nyum oto nyum pa o legend o
ras uko
na problem nyina na me nsemo
enyuma oto no do you get it oto nyum but so obi an she den enye yi sa sabi okoye so obi an hu say ono de NDC nyum ba ye ba ku bi o say Mampam said you get it but nkofo because of that so for me it depends on whole strategy if politics you think say oh yeah politics na no be boa why not
yamfa we twam na
Starboy alright hey you sound where that's my branding don't waste my time
his name is Pasco Abrantier MPP Nyumtuni Orona 2020 Nana do that yeah sir Pasco was sending me na me table ya no was table ya me too ya the guy is very big and as I speak see our man FM building see Pasco I wish you all the best and this is a new one and he calls it Don't Waste My Time. Yente kakra ba. The back last mate ni visitor. Oduko piemu ewo. Okonfo kwa de ni fie. Na one ne twetwe nkomo about the new song what drop it. controversies be a PPA from you. Come on. Don't forget, this is High Street Showbizz live on Above 4 Radio and Above 4 TV. Now, say, oh, Tema, that's all paid behind the papa. Say, Upa say, would you a bonting now feel it? Said, yeah, would you do here now? I just call license officer. If you are near the license netto. Cool-based restaurant. Oh, no. Many family could do the me car, me son. What to be done? So be the deal, me with my comments. I take a man, I mean, see a cow, but I make a comments. If you understand that, it's in my way loose. But no man, no more rough. It's open fear, the animal to say for food. Cutting quine, a bank quine. Open a work play Bobby Taddy. For 3 days, China Santinica consi for churity no. Take 1 pound. Our license office. Tell my license office. It is a way a party and as a social gathering beer. Na upe ketra papa bi. I'm na be ma eduane and as obe serve wo ahoho na eduane. Ma eduane no nipa na feel say ye fie de ani bia. Cool-based catering services. Cool-based restaurant. Our license office. From Monday to Friday. And Saturday one year. But who party no? Don't suffer no baba ye duane oh fee. Yentie Pasco kakra. If you are beko sirem. Na yakwohwe last meet visit. One okonfo kwa na. E de komo bebre aba. Me ba sisi a. For my young conqueror, Mr. Quay, before my corner, be a sure, sir, what last meet the new song on our end. And come over a PPF from your bedroom. Come on, young video.
Oh, me chase second verse, cried. I'm saying Nancy and Michi.
And I say, me and Madame for a minute, that's sorry, no, record him. The friend who phone swap, let me push me. Yeah, don't put your pa. But now they say me, ye baby papa, yes, man, ye, na dear Benny, ye, I dear Ben Cranny. The mountain see cancer, yes, you bugger, yes, me dean, yes, me dear. Tis I'm in crop one per mass, and Tiavinaso, that's my phone. Brahma family, I'm from ye, Madame Nino, Medanante from ye, Medananum, it's Yatedon. 4 years ago, now me young uncle. Okay. PP.
Last minute, no. The other one who put there na a brana OCF ne V8 ni mo akon ho no. In fact, na our secret gume. Me bisa me won say a legend who was once ruling the entire nation. And a new artist, young artist Oba. When who say before he came there was a light. Into no person or tap it into that light. Ana okokosra no. No kosra no komo because
I hear everything. Nina mate. Mate. Indeed, I don't know. Just here with 2 verses.
But me you remember correct front one no what to.
Okay.
Disconnected.
You see front one and they recorded until you remember what to one.
All right. Enyom no last mid aye no. Why enyom na wi o, but I say Okomfo and lay a verse on it again. Na nupo no we yi on voice na fie nim e de Okomfo de no e be hye anim. Na ebra last mid course ro ko di san komo no. Bona ono so aba be condemn o ka asem bi. O say sanka Okomfo kwa de te say sako de. So te say Stone Boy or te say Shatawale anka Okomfo anka last mid be ko ho. A be funny voice and so be funny style. Ade aye nwom na wakọ nchen. Ade brodo ne katia command say obabe onano as a legend. This video you saw. Any okay yenti nwom na kakra last video no.
Yeah, me na so na man to from. Bra ma fe mu nyina ma mo from. Yeah, me na no me na nte from. Yeah, me na no iti ate dom. 4 years ago na me emu kom. Okay.
So this is the song, and when this song came out, Bona say on TV da the cocoa pie. When he said last meet, pese ubu komfo kwade kwasia. But from where I sit, I think say a comfort kwade came to rule and his time is gone. But still, Otiase, it is possible for him to come back into if a young artist, and I say new artist be who say na comfort kwade you be, and because of that, what funny style there be no akwan ho kwa kosre verse and come from so be any ho. Enyum na bona ka say last mid afa kwade intellectual property na bibisa no eni. Ya bam sakwe no share with Toto on it.
Me sonny bio, India dia chesa, Naya dena me zabe como mano. I am a branch, my bro. Yama pusiano, see me sonny bio, India dia chesa, Naya dena me zabe como mano. Waha, or Brambo, you as a dear me and my bro. We have to bomb you, every minute when you nice you. That then you know, and I'm the enemy really with you. I was here, ranching, yes, my you. Been more fat you, Kunkuma for you, Siko. Sika Samana, my dying dream move. Or come free, Messi Magic come free. Where we are Sika, we see that I'm in it way. Why I can see I won't call it with him. Eh, one of one, I'm in a piano key. Stand still in the Anna, still in the mood, man, stand. My bro, now my pussy, see me son in bio. India, chesa.
Say, ye di agri de chia, better as you from. Central young common. So, this is a song. This is a song. And one question I keep asking myself, and say, can we love somebody more than say no one casa don juana? Kwa de tia si onguye. Yese ya fani nyom nipo fani nyom so akokwa ada anim kwa ada anche no kwa ada busuafo anya ne hwe but akoye say amanfo ewo issues with last minute visit to Kwada's place. Enti mami bisa, is it wrong for last minute say obe pay that special visit to Kwade in his hometown? Look at where last minute is in Takoradi. He traveled all the way from Tadi to northern region to meet Okomfo Kwade. And Komono, I believe say we should video routine Komono. Chirene baby Okomfo Kwade so be lay in the verse near there. Meaning say or per se oneno eye bibi bom. Na yembisa se see Kwade in the situation in doesn't he need bibi say ana?
Yes, I'm saying we would have to ascertain whether last mid or kohono, whether it was there was some pre-arrangement be answer na or kohana, because I'm not sure say obi free ni pem say say kind of utuko you ako kwade ho without kwade and an incrofo knowing say no or no about just like that. Mr. Bona Kasano, he was looking at Kwade as Sebu, I say Obia unstable, and in his instability, as in mental instability, they are looking say whether he had the capacity at that time to think for himself regarding his intellectual properties, normally idea, and whether last minute take advantage of insanity, allege, and I said the insanity on the mental instability now, for the lack of a better word, the man can that is where Bona APF free. But of course, in America, say the handlers of Kwade, I'm not sure say. Maybe there's something that Bona knows say be because first and foremost no yeti me tie baby until someone, and I stand to be corrected anyway, until someone be provided something of evidential value. I actually say either say or sample ye ana so say one sample po e bi ana why interpolations bi wo enwom no mu ana bi saa because ono on sample ye ono answer ye hu any interpolation. So then what is the challenge? Because in terms of the senior na can earlier no lyrics onua lyrics them say the only way e be mu ye etuate dom na etuate dom so dey say ye tree kasa tree enti ina tree no one man anko ye say e ne signature e bi a o kan waka say oh we use kwa the signature we be say etuate dom no do you get it e tree ina waka won nwum say be etuate dom aye say on claiming say etuate dom no to say ene ne term na say ene ne bibi do you get it? So any lyrics are we looking at say any lyrics now is it the melody utie enum we the melody now utie a friend is saying last minute the and so melody now clearly any melody on real melody. So what exactly is the problem? The only problem would be say I think say maybe a what we call the influence of the style, no stylistic influence.
Okay.
And then also style obi influence obi style and I say obi style influence wa. Enye ne property no where we are and as an intellectual property anywhere we are you have just been inspired by a style no and mostly bibi say no you acknowledge nipa no say oh you pay homage oh when they inspire me and I think that is exactly what Last Mate has done.
Okay.
Say oh being inspired by comfort quad style no why not say me pay homage to nipa na because it gives us only nyenti Ghana for nyina ka comfort quad no can say it gives us this nostalgic feeling bi uti we ni nyum na no o ka quad we dey quad we amakai quad do you get it? So sa we na nkofo can around the music it is just right to say Last Mate. Okay, and so be oh nkofo ade we ka nkofo kwa ade dia ene mama nkọ kwa ade ho na me pay homage to him say legend this is enwuma mabo inspired by o style no na me nya akra nka me no beto so ma say kra da me pia me verses ni bi kra na o de kra ababa be hye ho na enwum no esita but ne be no
a very beautiful thing.
Is it not what we are encouraging our artists to do?
Yeah.
Eya yenka say oh nyum da wo hoi bebre yema encourage up and coming any young artists
new grand sample can sample
contemporary ones
with the senior artists
omo be remix nye omo be refix enye but omo ni friend is saying
the owners of the songs
ni ndi nkomo no mo nyesa na de bia yeka.
Yeah.
So what is in a way so nye say wanko nipa ni ho. So what is the problem? Ina kwa de say be Last Mate no onye kwa de na ete it for him to have even identify where kwade wo no because at the point in time kwade what is saying obi aso ni maybe owo
oh yeah
obi say we are we see enim baby owo we see me we say owo kuma say obi
see easy to even get him sir.
You get it so for them to have gotten him like that any hon ka ho no I'm not sure say na on nam say na mo ko kire no so please sometimes aya na controversy ni ho but you person force ya na controversy aba for me onwia ne lyrics
okay
onwia ne melody he has only been influenced by Kwade style which is in my opinion no enye against the intellectual property on sample enyum no friend say interpolation bi anso nim so then for me I mean Last Mate I what he has to do
he has done the needful
we should rather applaud him instead of being overly critical.
Okay. Yes, yeah. Now, we share earlier conversation. Since you started here, now we were talking about social media, how social media is helping us, and as I destroy here, we were talking about it. Let's come to youth now, or more politics anymore, and how they communicate. Say and this week, from now on. Saturday abesi ende yachi NPP for minimum na making their minimum no are starting to be corrected therefore yachi Dennis Miracle Abuaje yachi ni tumu ni aman bail yachi oketechi afrifa yachi Coca Camilla de onupo de jail no within a week or 2 weeks here Camilla dear on put a battle to us, Tama, police for you sharing near Dina. It was on social media, we all saw it. And we share a choir fast, who did not 7 10 a jelly in her. When you say cases, baby, war. And so those cases, you know, and somebody like WebKit, for instance, honestly, the case, and in the case, is similar to say Camilla Diani Pepe. But up to now, you indeed WebKit as a now before WebKit cry, even your bill cry, look at the number of days it taking you answer. And when Camilla Diani Baeno, within short time, Papa, you didn't answer where we are. Is it because she spoke against the president? And special, and is somebody above the law? And I say, Obi or Mrano, a favor na. And Obi to say, Kateche, for instance, may can't send me brabum now. Obi Kateche, Obi dear to say, Kateche Mensa. He's an MPP youth. Camilla MPP youth. Koka MPP youth. Ya chi Dennis no the demonstration chichirencha a course will krum her. Now through the demonstration mu ana ya chi Koka no. But the same day now ya chi Kateche Mensa no. Yehu demonstration bia it happened the same day or Saturday. I think and that week. And about 20 course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Sunday yeah was Sunday.
And that's them.
Yeah. Or that's them. And then also yare into the hospital. So better cells in the hospital in Paso. Cook castle so yare. Or so better cells a party or better hospital in Paso. And you know, okay, can't wait in our bomwa. We should how youth in communicate any senior judiciary near the normal handle this case, you know. Who is saying?
Okay, yes.
A lot of questions.
A lot.
And then WebKit the end the okay chair. Na Camilla the fast. They're jelling away.
So institution so whom say you do court.
Yeah.
You plea. And I see baby says assembly ye udi be mana say udi for. And he say assembly say you e bana o say udi tum say udi for. Not just say no, then we need to just go ahead and then deliver a judgment.
Not just say when your case, you know. It depends on your position. And actually how exactly speedy no.
Exactly. So for instance, you court, you charge you. Do court, in fact, police be charge you and send you the way we are court. Do court now, you be charge actually. You be so plea whether you are pleading guilty or not guilty. Who corner will say assembly are okay, we are guilty. Judge, you know, will now have to give a judgment. So in the no what we are told now, and they say Camilla Diano who pleaded guilty to the offense the ball no. Who pleaded guilty there say and yes assembly you be because the court now will say I am not guilty. That is where the state would have to prove. Say I dare no more why beyond any reasonable doubt. But why muaja to say why then there's no need for us to even go back and I said to even go ahead with a tryout and things. What convicted who already by accepting say why bonny. It's like Camilla deny say menye then usually I feel the Rebecca say states no embra no mombe a baby or case. Na be omu case against her omu provide omu evidence omu wia Camilla and social lawyers will now have to cross examine fairness and whoever and as witnesses are buying the banum near there it I don't know money channel but the who say we are guilty there are processes in who here be it is idea it's not on there no I say and many I say because oji to mu say why money it's why you to there then there is no need WebKit are pleading not guilty. What that means is that whoever the state will now have to prove say he's guilty beyond any reasonable doubt.
So the Juma ato
exactly
judiciary no
exactly
they should do their investigation
exactly. So especially the police they almost prosecuting no because Emrane say you have to prove beyond any reasonable doubt say why bonnet now osimenye nti wo now states and as a prosecutors say now they would have to prove say why born no but who call now say why born there and send there's nothing to prove what you have to say near the actual nyina no no correct so then we move on to that's a different but so far near hame pa no near mami you know
okay
first and foremost the discrepancies and as in differences that in some minu they are similar
okay
and yet you look at senior omano make omano send the beka judiciary in your omano a treaty both your friend is saying situations and I said both cases differently and I mean kakra first and foremost yen say you see police actually ubia nipa no nyese odi more than 48 hours police and
custody
in fact before within that period no you police you might have say police say if they want to still hold the person in custody somebody call court na court grant you almost away and as say within we no benya bail person money bail so no money bail within that period no webkid say me na me hwehwe but me nim time pot ya ye webkid
we around 2 something
and
but you go to police station or police station cried because
exactly and even time umpire then they call court no na time be
time
do you get it me fact say we na maybe actually my whole story be about them say elodi elite
okay
but I stand to be corrected but I'm just saying is it appears is 24 hours na and 48 hours you know it appears obro sa we ni so ni ebro so a sabi web kid no has obi anka ne dia ama no miracles they see because miracles are politically exposed and you know unse nkofo kan ho asem
and I drew near am ni fie ye ko expecting
so what that means is that it appears to me say the ordinary Ghanaian no unya asem ne de ko police station a say ne ye treaty wo no enye the same and ye treaty say be omo ye politically exposed and also omo ska because ye keep ye nua miracles for more than 48 hours you know na ye nyina and I say timemfo bufuye adentina o keep you no ntade na ba ko no so ye keep you for more than 48 hours you know and no de ya anya hu dedi and na kire say una ma na wa hwe ho so yie una ma na wa hwe ho so yie unim time a wo be kwa kunya police case ebia na wo de onya miracles ebia na wo de onya
wo de surprising oh the miracles
wo de bia na wo de surprising be surprise why eti una ma na wa hwe ho ye me dwen ho ana me hwe because ni nyina ye omo makoka bibi ya chi wo nti wa koka bibi na ya chi omo anya miracles then dey say be stealing but Camilla the for instance ono dey say ono so koka bibi and ya chi now yen hwe Camilla the no in particular yes sabi mama yen so niema at the time so sabi Bible say yembu
ni die ma die ni die se no ene sabi ye ana ye maame nom ene ye papa nom na ye kan ye maame nom ye papa nom no it doesn't mean sabi your biological parents nom near there for my understanding no it means that anyone who is in some authority no who exercises some authority no yemfa obuo emma sa nipa no now sabi enemrem na obi afafon de si no wadidi omampanyi bi atem wadidi nanado atem just like that wadidi minister bi atem mitwa no Camilla nsa ho na ho no onye tattoo o se ye kan chimpre pa kasa okokasa ye no nti wo hwa na utie na afamu abaso so ke yen kompita ko
sabi sanya na America no say my ikaka
now say o say ye ahweyi ne die ma de ni die se no
ese no sabi offer phone no wa ye o mampanyi nanado why ye omanpanyi His Excellency Mahama na wo ye Kufuor na mo ye Otumfuor na mo ye chese mo di obi atem saa de no at the time anya see so. But the point should also be made say there's a difference between the law and the morals.
Okay.
Yes, in as much as sometimes there is some connection, or mostly there is some connection between morals and then the law. But there are a lot of instances are two are separated.
Okay.
I was watching American and say, "Open ma and ye bonnet." Sebi, it's not against the law. And it may be bonnet morally, but in the law, and your bonnet say open.
It's not a crime.
It's not a crime. Say open ma. Ebi wako worry by ordinance. Na no de wako worry for kan.
And the watumbra.
I know the watumbra. But wako worry
traditionally.
Wako worry even ordinance. Wako worry ordinance. Na sebi wako pe oba fufro no wan worry no. Na wako pe oba fufro. Onto mra o. Just that it is a platform, and I say it is an opportunity for divorce.
Okay.
Nti owyere no betumi aka say open ma do nte na meja o, but ye nkofo onkotum say watomra because open ma. But say ukoware na ukoware obi fufura no bigamy de friend is
against the law.
Against the law nti crime. Ema pe enye boni. Sorry, entumra, but ebia morally no it is unacceptable.
Okay.
It is yamfa discussion in that context. Atem the president atemwa morally enya de pa at the time yes so. But untumra. That is the distinction. Now I'll try and then explain why Camilla Dieno it may be different. Okay. Because the may say you know say oh could the president atem nkwana etina you didn't go for the president atemi. Say enye Camilla nkwa. Yeah. A lot of people did the president attempt. I didn't say no na no. So we should learn to draw the line between say udi obi atem president attempt say president say why you say Jimmy for wakoye say wakobu adwaman na wakoye hwan wako repeal obi no honkika ho a eno no president pa obe take you on defamation e wo ho. That is a civil procedure and when your police are president or president lawyers are true Besimbra court for defamation
because honestly you nipa
right or the rights so be onoso so edo be court say we go ni hu fin nti eno no wo ho but there's also the other bit and I brought way no ha. In fact until the year 2021 now it was an offense to insult the president.
Wow.
In 2021, it included the criminal libel law. Oka bibi na ya final guilty. Tumudu ukotum. If Mamin can kind a bit of it. I know section 8(3)(a) of the Criminal Offences Act. At that time, so it doesn't exist now. Or say, okay. Sa provision provided. That if a person who intends to bring the president into hatred, ridicule, or contempt publishes any defamatory or insulting matter about the president, that person could be liable to a fine and or imprisonment. In 2001, that's how they were who could be president attempt. And now can be a Google president who it will bring president an image to disrepute her. Now, you to me the court final. And now say to me the court Emma court no in prison. So this law no was repealed in the year 2001. Unfortunately, and this was President Kufuor at that time, former President Nana Addo no Attorney General.
Yeah.
Omu repeal way any criminal libel law no. But there was another law. Omu repeal. And na wanwa kakra, and that happens to be near Nansenya no eno na yade etche nkrofo no. Ma mempe sa section no na menkin kan enfama etiefo na ahwefo. Say sa law no dey repealing this law no it is still in our books. It is a woko na okokeka sebe nsem bi a ekutia sa amra we a and we section 207 of the Criminal and Offences Act.
Okay.
Offensive conduct conducive to breaches of peace. any person who in a public place or at a public meeting uses threatening, abusive, or insulting words or behavior with intent to provoke a breach of the peace, or whereby a breach of the peace is likely to be provoked or to be occasioned, shall be guilty of a misdemeanor. Of a misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor. Okay.
Misdemeanor.
Okay.
Inti se uko jina bedroom te se senia kokaye. Uko jina bedroom na bedroom nim no onsem a wo ka no e threatening. Say kuka kan say.
At a point I say when the table 10, I say the table 10.
No, yes, sign say threatening in public. Camera see so nipa obiya wo ho e threatening, abusive or insulting words or behavior that is intent to breach or to provoke a breach of the peace. And no what a tomra. Interno 207, section 207.
Okay.
And 208, publication of false news with the intent to cause fear and alarm to public. Sa way 2001. Oman repeally sa emra we ya wo hui. And I know the other so your books nim.
Okay.
And no point ko blame me ebinum say na den na yi sa we.
Others in the film.
Ye nyi we enum amfrim. Aha. In fact, Osha, I say any person who publishes or reproduces any statement, rumor, or report which is likely to cause alarm to the public or disturb the public peace, knowing or having reason to believe that the statement or rumor is false, is guilty of a misdemeanor.
Who reproduces?
Yes, you know.
Tina obi ka asem na nya ne kre. Na me ko posti po a.
Ko posti e no, onso ebetumi achew.
Wow.
Enti we me te say omo say osofu bi ekokan say His Excellency, and a girl, I reproduce you. The reproduction, you are not exempted. The fact is, say, be also for an no, it doesn't mean say. But the point is that also for no, I can ask him. I don't know.
I know any individual, no, nothing.
Exactly. I don't know. It's your president. President, obey to me, you know. But you see, Camilla, they know, and they were how. Sabi, Odidi president at them, and I say, okay, say, president, or accused president of even murder. No, actually, but yes, say or molesting crane idea. All these things are allegations. Are president bet me taking it on. Me sure say no they a crime.
Yeah.
Oh, but she went further. Say Nansenya 29 June in Semia flood ACA. Unse amu che near maybe parts no me idea. She went further to say our parts now more che no. Eye idea or more year to appease sacrifice during the elections, you know. We know it has gone beyond the president.
Yeah.
You are now saying say adia o man no bibibia o man ekwakoye no sa adia no to achieve another aim which is costly instead of the original aim na say adia hu na person this achieve. Oh yes sir, a lot of people say and no more flood na esino say na mode kwakoye, you are causing alarm in the system. Enti yenyi atemdidie na odi no enfiri ho ene sa alarm ne ho keka ho na yesi asem na okan ye no, it is not just insulting part in the yenyi enfiri ho, but it caused some alarm. Obi obehwe sa video na ohun say yesi pada o man no ye cheche no sa pad ye de koye nyankoma de. How would people feel?
Obaba eco school.
Exactly.
Na aban so say oma young girls, you know, pad. Into what we also can say tia or mampenino. But indirectly you are speaking to every parent and about school.
Hey, me the way the but when you say you are causing with the pad when if I say Obako used to a buying pad. How would you feel? Do you get it? So you are causing alarm in the system. And see, say if you are separate insults, you know, from a year assembly or kan ye eno na cause panic any alarm system ni mu you been wrong.
Yeah,
because it appears the sensationalism the does. I mean now I think say bibia ni ayemfa since last week say make something similar ye emotions na we ni free ho na ye hwa ade ni yi you be hu say ade no and twa. So it is not just the moral part say we dey attempt. I'm just looking at legal part and so as some now can you know it has that potential. And in fact, the court agreed. Oh, say, na kaya tembidiye dia. Me sure say just mere insult. Omo call say court. Say court. Yes, but say court no will do things that are illegal.
I think sir. Camila, the lawyer ne kasai.
Okay.
Yentie their lawyer no ekaye na emra. Nzakwe ni misho kakra.
Okay, right.
Before I bebo Camila, the lawyer no, no. Let me read some messages from Facebook. Prince Bright Senam. Also keep it up, bro. Thanks so much. Nana Mojiman, I say about for Black Bongo, I keep the fire burning. Mr. Amo, I say greetings to Mr. Kwe. And I'm
returning catch.
Fine boys watching you live from Accra Text. Thanks so much. Obetimi also message about ne akan ye ne mo na ye adwuma no. Nanamo ne nyum ba ku nie. Yeah, I love this song.
Nanamo, the high life commando.
He calls this one Love and Money. Mr. Kwe enu monsieur kakra. After that, I command better to us. Once a year train Camila and lawyer and the okaye after judgment.
You. Now you be my love. I don't kakra. Love and money. Only I can feel it. I don't kakra. Love and money. Only I can feel it. Intimino patina. Fe. Naya jieni.
Yeah, I was okay, you call Accra High Court. Why High Court ana?
No, I am for High Court.
Na unim. The lawyer no kasanupo. Or say one of the charges I did born no. Omo exempted. Omo man can WhatsApp. I'm say it is beyond the court.
Yes, court. And they say
this is the High Court.
I don't know. Any me reading police statements, you know. Police some of the aspects, you know, call High Court.
It's not just say yachi Camila akoshem sesi ye di na semawin. So antena se din na okoji warder phone.
Oh no.
Assign the koye video kasa.
Ombe prosecuting abra owo na. Say two charges no the ball no. Back there it was within court in the jurisdiction, you know, court in the I think it was is it the I don't know if it is a district court.
Yeah.
Omoji to say, oh, wait there, me or to me, I met me this assembly. But second charge in Amode Bono, no, and
it's bigger.
It is not within my jurisdiction.
Yeah.
It is idea Monko, you know, prosecutors are saying said they will send that part, you know, to
even though she has been sentenced.
Yes, somebody are no corner difference so nice and also whatever sentence somebody back on plus yeah or 7 already.
Some bank yanko tie their lawyer ne kan.
Before and then na wedi kan at the number court ama wano pleaded guilty to the offenses at the board, but then e ba and not just and then obey punishment and as a judgment. Na court no etrance no on say first count na ye the board no ya involve the electronic before and then na wedi kan at the number court ama wano pleaded guilty to the offenses at the board, but then e ba and not just and then obey punishment and as a judgment. Na court no etrance no on say first count na ye the board no ya involve the electronic abuse no court ne say oni jurisdiction na che say oni who to me esan say structure in district court no enti ontimi mfa punishment no emma no enti because of that enti no court e boss account no ye den egu ye ene ba the second counter abuse of public conduct enti eno so court say ma me ni di for when no dey o to me say so tie no the punishment ye den e de ma no enti a lawyer for X-ray say ohun ne mobo na onti nanim enye de enkyere no mo be kaya sa punishment no second count no the whole punishment there up a maximum of 3 years misdemeanor but a maximum of 3 years but court no na adwunim ne say ma menu su na oda na die no koso bebre wo Ghana ha sese enti esese oye bibia ebetimi aye de broni beka say deterrent said the bear and crofo bebre intimi form hye sa no manu na lawyer for asre bia maame ne say onko da fiase afi baako enti na one aban kokko enti se muhu ya na chese de kosi ya say Camilla Alhassan court say onko dem afi baako so de ba
asemo enti na chese opa chawa lawyers ne pa chawa muhu no mobo npo no na 1 year no
yeah because who say mostly say who plead guilty
eti omadwuma ne so
eti omadwuma ne so
pene no de omo go school
exactly eno na afro be call long process o mine no cram boka bebri because prosecutor be enu ha ya say judge ne time ne ho keka ho nyina so anka even enumpo no and this is the judge being lenient too because a maximum of 3 years for a misdemeanor and one man 1 year one no cry no pay the calculation that should be about 8 months and la form sao
na awamba nkwala mbienu bi oho
exactly awoma na that's I mean kinkan police statement you know na me sure there we Ghana police or movie or they buy or 43 years Camilla no okay so the Ghana Police Service has secured the conviction and sentences of Camilla Alhassan 43 to 1 year imprisonment with hard labor by the Accra Circuit Court, Circuit Court, for offensive conduct following the publication of offensive and abusive content on social media targeting the President of the Republic, His Excellency John Mahama wife. Okay, now the convict was arrested 9 July through Mamini Ohoni. Now, following investigation, convict Camilla was charged with offensive conduct and false communication and put before the Accra Circuit Court. All those sentences was initially deferred following her claim that she was pregnant. A medical examination conducted at the police hospital confirmed that she was not pregnant. On 16 July 2026, the court sentenced her to 1 year imprisonment with hard labor. The Ghana Police Service is also taking steps to put the convict before the High Court on the separate charge of false communication under the Electronic Communication Act 2008 Act 775. The Ghana Police Service reminds the public that while the Constitution guarantees freedom of expression, the right must be exercised responsibly and within the confines of the law. The services reiterates that social media is not a platform for spreading falsehood, making threats, or publishing unlawful content, and wants that anyone who engages in criminal conduct online will face the full rigors of the law. Richmond Mensah, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Staff Officer, Public Affairs.
Wow.
Yes. No.
The next is the Brofuna Oka and Samitiasia. You didn't acquesem crown. Charges for be or what? You bet di hujuma.
Yes,
now before you bet when you crown or cast on him. And you're going to son of Bois. And so you have some for
yes, Sada na me sure Sanka judge in the man judgment. Say or plead guilty, or they buy or plead. Me sure it's hard time now and mano sentence, but it appears so castle on insane and it's hard and call check it. The call him say, yeah, ready. I'm saying you can one and Caso Chetu. Yeah, Sammy, you saying me to me, Eddie, Sammy go.
I say what men can do better.
Well, Anka, no, no, say, Yamfa, open for uncle.
Massa, we are still
but it is for me. It is really sad. Now, young share, no Kasayi. Hey, you can criticize. Abayano enya. You have your opinion. You can criticize it without some of these, especially. The opposite said be intermediate. The opposite would be I know you wow some style no. But intermediate no could do obi na obi on the unfavorable against one or lobe court. But there are a lot of things we should not concoct stories. Na emani be story it has the potential. I bema timemufo ye machine and I see ye be hu no okọ ye pe
causing fear and panic.
Wa so be ye shi okọ kase sanitary pad or mine ye cheche sa sanitary pad no ye de koye nyankoma de a
social intervention.
Exactly. O cause alarm our system nim. It's for me the yan separating insults in freeway no. But I'm also pleading. In fact, and yan ebu ho beka say bia dey kan ni a esini somewhere under President Akufo-Addo.
Yeah.
Ohene ba na Radio XYZ.
Yeah.
Okokan say President Akufo-Addo and the Supreme Court judges no akonaive ako meeting omako decide say election petition His Excellency John Mahama de call 2012 no election petition no de call ye no omako ye nhyiemu na omako hu say omako agu wow comment say sebio enye atembidie, but that comment had the potential of disturbing the public peace.
Yeah.
Because your judges it is alarming. Now judges you are supposed to na president ko share na mo be wi munu say NDC for kotia or me hey timemfoni be hey, it could cause problem within the yeche no. Neko okodemu almost sentencing to medenya details, but he was also sentenced okodemu 4 months.
4 months.
Yes, the ban okodemu 4 months. Wow. So but ya fan to your hofo na we asamba be CBM. Into we dey ye we nyina so ne ye pa man panyin cho. Say your excellency, we dey mamenya humble plea. Wanya ni ye. Wanka ni ye. Wabu mra no. Ya twe na so. But ye plea no say you have that prerogative power of mercy.
Yeah.
Who was to me no. Eja senya oye na maye da no. We dey me kuto srew say man nti enkoda nti emofra nti. Ne di kan yentwe second we no yentwe sign.
Yeah.
Police for dey so make sure say crime dey prosecute. But yes now president and so and granted the prerogative power of mercy no na yenyi no amofra nti na afi yenyi na so yemfantu ye hofo ti obofa hambo appeal am ye dey His Excellency and no say me sure say by this time baby o wo bia no sa 4 days or 5 days here we dey me sure say by this time there why sober ti yesre na jantoa and ye jantoa His Excellency say one side the prerogative power of mercy no na amofra nti yama yenue ombre fie na fe omehwe amofra no
yeah you didn't commercial there on the high street showbiz me ba see
trendybeats.com
above radio no correct
I feed my chest. Your back and says, you know, give me my chumba rest. Me see my jolly, but no better me congo. Baby,
inject sound shredded. Yeah, this is above radio.
I need to know what you did. Oh, yes, and me all look at Chapali, you know the day. Oh, my nest are not cheating. I need to know what you did.
So soon my time is up. Answer na message so na friend na say Emma your sponsor Pani Agency, the Builders Depot, Little George Health Shop, Apomodema Partner Fear, 3 Sister Clinic. You shall be well. Cactus Organic Shop.
You make a man feel it.
You free her. Yeah, call Tokrum Pub. Oh, you could do you papa. Now, Ochina, I want to be live match, you know. Finals, you know. Is it going to be Spain or Argentina? Anna, I'm Argentines, eh? Diego Maradona for. That's where I'm from. Diego Maradona. Okay, let me come back to Mr. Queen Afe. Yeah, rapid BBR up. Hey. I said where there's a man can unicorn for bekume. Sir, who tie me? Na who share me? Na we a sound engineer, we a preacher, we a DJ, we a beer, we use speakers, microphones, headsets. sound cards. I mean, so about drums. We use kind of conga. We use conga. And I say, about guitar, organ, me pacho. Unicorn Musical Instrument Enterprise. Semen country will say. So the sound engineer there. Or the high quality products are a bois. I'm a sound. A high quality. Our headsets, microphones, tambourine, guitars. I hold on. Where your original brands from the manufacturers. And yet will be kind of second grade and not first grade. Where the original one nankasa. Canadian say Sony a Sony, Panasonic a Panasonic, and your Panasonic a free baby be free no. Now what it in your mind is to say who from now to the end of the year, or sister who professor we a software, oba or more special discount. So who professor we a sound engineer, who professor who you be a ball live band. Now and your man now be told what they call ball live band or more special price a bebuau. Ama waiting me to do. Now I enjoy high quality sound. So Unicorn Musical Instrument Enterprise or Teshi, Nungwa C5. And another branch. Accra, Zongo Lane or Masala Cheno. Friend 0262 565 555. 0262 565 555. And now 0200 282 413. Now, answer now, sorry, so Mr. Kwe, what try to be your status? Make kind name the power. Now, a second so before advert, no. O say, me do for can. Mr. Kwe, you yeah. O say me do for
me do for Abba. Na mfie pini a mehia no oni nwura moda o ye nyama pi de mam
that's right
and ahondim mu na offend futu mu na de nyina oyoboa and na mesi nyankopon no nhira
that's right
so just this past 13th na my wife ne the birthday anti nyankopon nhira no na mo fra ni nyina so yesi ya dana ase ewo Shaw Shayen, and easy, sir, but your home so when near Benyani, or managing this, and yes, your pen pie, in fact, you don't ye, that's right, more than it, yes, and I'm born in the Brazil, body pumping. It's another Jackson, Michiano. If I have a called until that's right.
That's right. Anaba, we love you. We really appreciate you. We have never regretted having you in our lives. You know, they say behind every successful man there is a woman, and that woman is not just a woman. That is a good woman, and you are the good woman we are talking about. Oba de ndomo omboa onfa unfree adumu ko adumu. We this wadu hunu nyina manim rem. In fact, we wish you a happy belated birthday. And this song is a special one from us to you. You are so excellent. Yeah, Abba, when you mean for trying to say those days, yeah, MC, we are saying there. Gina for trying to say, what's that for me? The West, the Indian Nathaniel take your over the hand. Frame of Papa Black Bongo. Don't forget, every Saturday, you might be able to and watch out for Shaker's Diary.
I need to know what you did.
And I'll bet in some accuracy and the credit. As you already know, it's above for radio. No credit, Trodo, as something in the cry and cat. The base and tea, you know, one acro. Boy, and pumping, say, Brazil. Yes, we show. You kitty, say, supporter. Yami, I don't do me. Now, what you say, thanks so much, Mr. Kwe. Thanks so much, Fine Boy and Kobe Hughes. Champion producer, if you have for him, but I say, I. Me adman, now what you send there? You be sure. Bye.
All I want is you. Oh, yeah, tell me what I don't feed.